And we are live. After a 1 hour delay, we had to push the stream back. No one told me to schedule it for 3:30, but I did. But yeah, was preoccupied. But I'm here now. How's everybody doing? And let's round up match week 8 of the English Premier League. Still have 30 match days to go. 30 match weeks, however you want to say it. But the season is still very young. We got a long way to go. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Your boy Dom back in the house again. Let's do this. We have 10 games, 9 games to go through. Arsenal do play Crystal Palace tomorrow, but we won't be doing the streams on Mondays. Maybe sometimes, but maybe later on. Maybe later on in the season, but not right now. But big up to everybody, man. Welcome back to the channel, your boy Dom. Let's get this thing crack-a-lacking. And my voice was actually going. I might have some voice problems today because I might be going off today. I might be ranting a lot today. But without further ado, guys, let's get into today's stream, okay? We don't want to waste too much time. We have a lot to talk about. And the longer I take to get into it is the longer it's going to take for me to finish. And I ain't got all day. Why did I just do that? I want to go hang out with my wife today and watch a show or two, okay? So let's do this, man. Big up to everybody, guys. Make sure smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're watching a replay, thank you. There will be timestamps in the description box. And if you don't see the timestamps yet, I haven't put them in yet. So be patient. So, guys, remember today's stream is brought to you by MANSCAPED. Precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Head on over to manscaped.com. Use the code Dominic Rich to get yourself 20% off your orders. It makes for a great Christmas gift, birthday gift, or just for any occasion. Trust me, your balls will thank you. All right, let's get into today's episode, which is basically episode 16 of the Premier League streams. We've done 8 previews, and now this is the 8th roundup. So a lot of work, man. A lot of work. But wait, before we do get into the results, let's take a look at one more fixture that's coming up tomorrow. One game that's coming up tomorrow, and that's Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. And just to touch on what I predicted a 2-1 win for Arsenal. I expect Mikel Arteta, after winning Manager of the Month for September, to continue his great form with the Gunners and for them to continue climbing upwards in the table and not downwards. As for Crystal Palace, we know they're a team that's basically going to be around 12th, 13th every single season. And for them, it will be a great season if Patrick Vieira gets about 45 points and survives and get to work with the team for yet another season, which will be the 2022-23 season that will be cut in half by the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Don't forget that, guys. Next season is going to be an unprecedented type of season. It's going to be a strange one, but, you know, we've seen stranger things with dealing with the COVID-19 last year and all this year and everything. So I'm going for Arsenal to win the game 2-1. I like what they've been doing. And with Aubameyang, helped by Saka, Smith Rowe, and Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey in fine form as well, I could see them picking up the win over a very spirited Crystal Palace team, by the way. So London Derby here tomorrow. I hope I actually remember the game is playing, because a lot of times when the games are played on Fridays and on Mondays, I tend to forget. I don't know why, but I always tend to forget. But big up to everybody in the stream, man. Congrats to all the teams that picked up wins this weekend. Teams like West Ham, Manchester City, not United, Tottenham Hotspur. Well, sorry there. Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea with a scrappy win again. And who else picked up wins? Damn, can't even remember who picked up wins. Leicester City. Leicester. I got thrown off by saying United didn't win, but Leicester City with the big dirty win, man. Congrats to Leicester, and congrats to Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur again. Spurs But most of all, congratulations to Southampton. I'm just having a little fun with it, guys. Let's go. Let's get into the results here. We got more results. Let's start with the game. Let's start with this game, man. Norwich 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. Another point for Norwich City, and that's only their second point this season. Daniel Farke may feel like they should have won the game, but you have Josh Sargent to thank for that. Before we do get into this, big up to everybody in the stream, man. Like seeing you guys in here. Raz in the house, Steve in the house, Gamer, Alejandro Loaiza in the house. How are you doing, Alejandro? Brawl Barry, nice to see you, Brawl Barry. Been supporting the thing long time. Big up to the boy Thriller. Big up to the boy Ilyas Abdi. Who else we got in here? Who else we got in here? The house. Michael was in here earlier. Mr. Ankit was in here earlier. I don't know if you guys are still in here, but big up to y'all, man. Appreciate you guys keep supporting the thing. So let's talk about this game, man. Norwich City 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. The problem with Norwich is that they're not scoring enough goals, and their last game was also a draw. They moving in the right direction. 2 draws in the last 2, and it was also a 0-0 draw. So the problem with Norwich City is that they're not scoring enough goals. Tell me why Norwich only has 2 goals this season. Absolutely poor. That's not good enough. And they had opportunities in this game to score, but of course fluffed their lines on numerous occasions. So just to give you a quick rundown of what happened in this game, Norwich went unchanged from their draw against Burnley. Brighton and Hove Albion also went unchanged with Yves Bissouma, the man who got arrested during the international break, on the bench. And he was injured, though. He was injured, so I think that's one of the reasons why he didn't start the game, to be fair to him. And I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that he got arrested. The thing is, right, the thing what we have to understand, guys, these guys are human beings, right? And a lot of these guys never really had the childhood a lot of us had. They were put into football like very early, so they never really got to grow up properly. So when they get a little older and they get all this money and they, you know, they have this freedom, they tend to do stupid, silly things that a teenager might do. You see what I'm saying? And look, you can't forgive some of these actions, but at times you have to learn to understand the reason why, you know, some of these players are acting like this. You see what I mean? So, look, a big talking point that has been going around social media lately is the exclusion of Billy Gilmour from the Norwich City 11. And Chelsea fans would know what I'm talking about. They sent Billy Gilmour over there to develop and to get more game time, because at Chelsea, he just wouldn't start ahead of guys like Kovacic and Kante and Jorginho, or even a Loftus-Cheek, right? So go over to Norwich, newly promoted Norwich, help them out, and actually, you know, get to develop. But Daniel Farke probably thinks like, okay, we've been using Gilmour, it's not working, let's try something new, and now they've picked up 2 points. So Chelsea, you know, maybe worried that their player may rot on the bench and not get to develop, and the loan looks like a waste. And they may look to call him back in January. Daniel Farke came out and said that Norwich is not a place where you send players to develop. You see what I'm saying? Everybody will be treated fairly. And maybe he has a point. Maybe he does have a point. Gilmour, we know, is a quality youngster, and I think he did have a good international break with Scotland as well. So maybe it's a bit too early for Chelsea fans to make conclusions about Billy Gilmour, and he might be back in the plan very soon. I realize that Daniel Farke has been going a lot with a player by the name of Norman, and who knows, maybe it's working. But let's get back to the thing. We don't want to be too long-winded here. But, you know, 21st minute, a big save by Tim Krul from a Lallana shot. Neil Mupay, he had a penalty shout, and I think VAR didn't give it. But if you go back and you really look at what happened, it should have been given a penalty, you know. Should have been given a penalty. So I think that was a boo-boo by VAR. Leandro Trossard hit the bar in the 35th minute. Fingertip save by Tim Krul, who kept them in the game. And then he had that moment where Josh Sargent, the American international, a player I've been criticizing time and time again, had a brilliant chance and fluffed his lines. All you have to do is hit it, Josh. Just hit it. Hit it. He barely hit the ball. It was cleared. And that was a moment where Norwich could have gone ahead. And these are the things that, have Norwich down towards the bottom of the table. They're not taking their chances. And when you have guys like Josh Sargent, who isn't very confident at the moment, going down with Werder Bremen, not really doing well for the US team, lost his place in the 11, and then, the man has confidence issues, if you ask me. And he also had another chance in the 48th minute that was tackled by Dan Burn. Big up to Dan Burn, man. Dan Burn had a great game. 63rd minute Pukki chance. He put wide, and Pukki was really, really pissed that he should have, put that in the back of the net. Remember, Pukki recently became Finland's all-time leading goal scorer, getting past Jari Litmanen in their win against Kazakhstan during the international break there. And Pukki had another chance in the 80th minute that was actually foiled by Dan Burn. And if you go back and you really look at that tackle, I think that should have been given a penalty. The commentators are saying that was a great tackle. Dan Burn actually impeded Pukki. He touched Pukki first, and then Pukki hit the ball, and I think it hit Dan Burn or something. But poor refereeing again, in my opinion. Neil Maupay had a chance, point blank range, and didn't put it in. So it was a game of both teams having chances and not scoring their chances. Ended 0-0, a point shared. Well, a point apiece. Let's say a point apiece, not a point shared. A point shared would be a half a point. So a point apiece for both teams here. So Norwich, they're still glued to the bottom of the table. 8 played, 2 points, 2 draws in the last 2. And for Brighton are actually 4th, guys. But what's creeping into Brighton's game again is the draws. 3 draws in their last 3 games. They do have 15 points, which is a positive. Only 25 more needed to stay up. So they could actually, have a smoother season in terms of the second half of their season. Or so we may think, right? So we may think. It's going down a similar road to the last couple of seasons. So they need to get out of that funk and start winning again. But they're definitely unbeaten in their last 5 games here. According to my, my Google last 5 game chart, right? But when was the last time Brighton actually lost a Premier League game? We may ask. Okay, so Brighton started off well against Burnley, won against Watford. They lost to Everton, so they've been doing well. They beat Brentford. They beat Leicester. They haven't lost a game since about September 11th. So, brilliant. Yeah, that's about 6 games unbeaten in all competitions. So, big up to Brighton. Graham Potter's doing a great job with his team. Tariq Lamptey back in the fold. And it's a lot of positives to take from. So, in terms of the next game here, Brighton will play Manchester City next Saturday. And for Norwich City, the next game, oh man, unfortunately, it will be against Chelsea. That'll be a nice time to actually pick up your first win of the season, Norwich. Come on, Norwich. Help us out, man. Help out the City fans and the Liverpool fans, you know what I mean? Help us out, man. We need it. But yeah, it's my thoughts on the game. Let me know yours in the chats. And then we're going to move right on to the next one. Big up to everybody in here, man. Look, Zachary, bro. Jacques Sargent is not ready yet, bro. Not ready yet. He should have stayed at Werder Bremen and helped them get back up and then, develop his game. Not ready for the Premier League, in my opinion. Watch Josh Sargent go on to score a hat-trick next game against Chelsea, right? Come on, Josh. Come on. Let's get a hat-trick in the next game. Big up to Mark Henson Charles. How are you feeling? Who else we got in here? Mike says, Falk needs to be sacked now. Norwich should hire Eddie Howe. Pukki was wasteful with that one glorious chance he had. But Sargent is really bad. His touch is horrible. Nah, they're not going to get rid of Falk, bro. They're not getting rid of Falk at all. Not getting rid of him. Dom, I might purchase a Manscaped product. I'll use a discount code. Big up to Palomo, man. Thank you very much. If anybody in here has balls, head on over to Manscaped and get you something. Use the code Dominic Rich to get 20% off. Once you got balls, it's for you. Okay? Once you got hair down there. Let's just say that. So, look. The thing about Manscaped, right? Manscaped is not a very, very conservative brand. So you could do your thing, you know. You could spit your game and talk your shit, and you know, Manscaped won't be like, "Hey, man, you know what, Dom? You being very, you know, vulgar on your stream. You know, we gonna drop you from the campaign, Dom." Okay. But anyways, man, big up to everybody in here, man. Video James in the house, Franklin Capolin in the house, Chicken Boy. Nice to see y'all, man. George Stone, Pacharo, George Stone. These American strikers are so overrated. Yeah, tell me about it, right? Tell me about it. And yeah, man, I did see that Aguero was making his debut as well. So big up to the Kun Aguero. So Junior Moore, this is Junior Stinger. Okay, Stinger. Okay. Sorry I'm not around. Flow Wi-Fi is malfunctioning over the last 3 months, but I'm here supporting in the shadows until the problem is resolved. Thanks, man. RC, everybody in here, man. Big up to y'all. I did see a comment that I wanted to read out earlier, you know. Big up to Thriller. Chelsea second string team is better than Norwich. Ankit. No way we lose to Norwich, bro. But funnier things have happened. Look, you guys have not been playing well at all. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to move right on. We have a lot more games to talk about, and we won't delay. A lot of yellow cards showed in the game. You see a whole lot of yellow cards across the timeline. There's a lot more things I could talk about, but I'm not going to get into that, guys. I'm really not going to get into that. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next game. Southampton 1, Leeds United 0. What was my prediction for this one? I actually predicted Norwich to lose again, if I'm being for real. But they picked up a draw. So good on them. Very, very good on them. So what was my prediction for the game between Southampton and Leeds United? Let me actually find my prediction so I can share with y'all. I predicted 2-0 to Brighton over Norwich, and Southampton over Leeds, I did predicted a 1-1 draw. So, well done to Southampton for picking up their first win of the season. Let's take a little 10 seconds to give Southampton a round of applause here. Let's give them a round of applause. Let me hold the music just a little. Let me hold the music and let's give Southampton a round of applause, man. Congratulations, Southampton, man. You know what I mean? You got off the mark. At least you have a real manager in charge of your team, right? So we expect things like that to happen. They're not doing too badly, you know, when you really check it. First win, but they do have a few draws against some big teams, okay? So all the best, Southampton. The league needs you. Let's continue. So let me just get to my notes, my Southampton Leeds notes really quick so I could give you guys a breakdown. What happened? 5 changes to Southampton. James Ward-Prowse missing. Armstrong dropped to the bench. Amanda Broja, the Albanian international, who has been an absolute fire, brought into the team, and he scored their game's only goal. So Broja in the 53rd minute, set up by Nathan Redmond, and Southampton and Hassan Hutel with the win. But the reason why I really predicted a draw, because both teams were depleted in terms of Ward-Prowse missing, and then you had for Leeds United, Ayling out, Phillips out, Rafinha out from international duty, Junior Firpo unfit, and Patrick Bamford as well out. So heavily depleted. You have players out of position and everything. So it contributed to Leeds' poor display on the day. First 20 minutes, it was all Southampton. 3 big chances in the game, but they were not capitalized on. Dominant half by Southampton. Leeds were very flat. I think they had their first shot at goal in the 45th minute. So, yeah. Big up to the boy Chase. Chase Athletics in the house. Thank you very much, Chase, for becoming a member of the channel and for, coming around to the live stream. Guys, Don't forget, you can be a member by clicking the join button and help support the thing. I want to get 1,000 members. Let's sign everybody up. 1,000 members so that we could make Dominic Rich FC bigger and better. All right? And don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, guys. Let's get the stream up to 50 thumbs up ASAP. ASAP. So the goal did come in the 53rd minute. Brilliant play by... Excuse me. Bless me. I hope you guys are saying bless you in the chat right now, because that sneeze just came up on me unexpectedly, you know what I'm saying? I might sneeze again, so pardon me if I do. But great counterattack by Southampton. Diallo to Genepo, then Genepo picked out Nathan Redmond, who were actually running at the defense running back. It was like 2v1. He teed up Armando Broja, and Broja smashed it into the back of the net. Chelsea may actually have to call back Armando Broja from loan if Lukaku continues not to score as well, because he's doing the damn thing. You see what I'm saying? And big up to Thriller, who said, would you still have to work a regular job if you gained 1,000 members? No, I won't work. I'll make enough money. I'll definitely make enough money via the memberships and the ads. I'll make some good money every month. And if I do get a few sponsors on board, I'll work harder. So it will be like I won't need to work. I'll just use my wife's medical. I'll need medical coverage though. Big up to I Shit Myself. Big up to the boy I Shit Myself, who just actually became a member of the channel. Thank you very much. I'll keep putting out the best content I can, and hope you remain a member for a long time. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that, man. Do appreciate that. Big up to the boy Gervais, Chelsea fanboy in the house. All right, so let's continue. Let's wrap this one up. We don't want to stay too long on these smaller fixtures. We have a lot more to talk about. That was actually the first Premier League goal for Armando Broja as well. Dan James did get a good opportunity that he made for himself in the 68th minute, but he put it wide. It was a dominant performance by Southampton, and I think they deserve the win 100%. Leeds actually has a lot of work to do. They did pick up their first win of the season when they defeated Watford and prompted the sacking of Xisco Munoz, but yeah, they're back to losing games again. So with that win, Southampton are up to 15th in the league, 7 points. Leeds are 17th with 6 points. In terms of who they play next, Southampton will play Burnley, and then they play Chelsea in the EFL Cup. Then they have Watford, Aston Villa, Norwich. They have a nice bit of games coming up. Just want to put it there. Nice run of games coming up. As for Leeds United, is it going to get easier? No. They play Wolves, and Wolves are in very good form. Oh! And then they play Arsenal in the Cup. Norwich, yeah. Then they have Leicester. So they have some tough games coming up, but some winnable ones as well. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next game. And that game will be the game between West Ham United and Everton. West Ham continue their very, very good away form as Everton have lost their first game at home under Rafa Benitez, who will not be going back to Newcastle United. All right, so one thing we got to check here. I don't really have much to talk about in terms of this game. Angelo Agbana in the 74th minute, set up by Jared Bowen from the corner. And that corner should not have happened if Jordan Pickford wasn't so casual and allowed Mikel Antonio to, put him under pressure there. He should have been, a little bit more vigilant, got the ball and start the play. But he pussyfooted around and the ball went out for the corner, and the resulting corner by Bowen, brilliant delivery into the back of the net by Angelo Agbana. I have a feeling Agbana could actually grow out his hair, But because of those instances where he could just let it slide off, he keeps a bald head. You see what I'm saying? So big up to the boy Angelo Agbana, the Italian, who continues not to make the Italian team, even though he's been playing well for West Ham season after season after season. So I hope Roberto Mancini is watching. We need a black Italian in the team, man. Come on, what are you doing? See what I mean? We'll send a great message. All right, anyways, Moise Keane must be a bit lonely there. So with that being said, guys, one thing I want to talk about is the lineup, man. The lineup for Everton. I think they're struggling. Even though they did get a point against United, imagine this Everton team got a point against United. An Everton team without Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, Seamus Coleman is back. Luka Dean suffered a knock, but he's back as well. Jordan Pickford was a bit, unwell, and he's been back. And you check the midfield of Doucouré, Townsend, Allen. Those guys have been playing well. But you see, Alex Iwobi, he needs to step his game up. He had a great chance. He scuffed the shot. He got to step up. He got to step up. He's one of the guys that left Arsenal that haven't really improved much. He has good games, but overall, he's been so-so, if you ask me. Rondon had a glancing header that went wide, but he has not been effective for Rafa Benitez, even though, he's been effective under Rafa before. This team is calling out for Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison in the team, Rondon to come off the bench at times and start cup games and things like that. So I think that's what's lacking here with Everton. Look, Iwobi should have been rested, and this youngster by the name of Anthony Gordon, who was brilliant against Man United, should have played the game. You see what I'm saying? But again, Yerry Mina featured for Colombia. Maybe he could have started, but the fact that he's a bit fatigued, didn't start the game. I would like to see a bit more of Mason Holgate as well. Got to switch things up, Rafa. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up. But for West Ham United, what a team. What a team. Even with the injury problems at right back with Kufal and the boy, what's his name again? Jesus Christ. Can't even remember his name right now. Fredericks, Ryan Fredericks, injured. Ben Johnson, named after the great sprinter, stepped in and he played superbly on the day. Kurt Zouma is fitting in well with his new London club. Aaron Cresswell, highly underrated left back. One of the most underrated players in the Premier League, in my opinion. But when you have guys like Shusek and Declan Rice, gritty, with Ben Rama and Jared Bowen with the flair and the power of Mikel Antonio in your team to always give defenders a hard time, it's going to be very, very difficult to beat this West Ham United team. And it was another quality performance, in my opinion, by West Ham. David Moyes beating his old team. And this is the first time in about 90 years, I think, that West Ham has picked up back-to-back wins at Goodison Park. Yeah, I know I'm hitting you with all the tidbits, man, and it's all off the top. I ain't even got most of these things written down at all. But West Ham, man, stand up. Stand up. With that win, they're 7th, 14 points. They had so-so form, 2 losses, 2 wins, and a draw in their last 5. But overall, it's a quality start by West Ham United. They're on the same points as Manchester United. That's just a nice gauge of how well you're doing, West Ham. You see what I'm saying? So, all the best in the Europa League. West Ham is actually the team that I'm backing in the Europa League. I want them to do well. Leicester in the Europa League, but I really prefer watching the West Ham United games because they tend to go a little harder, in my opinion. As for Everton, they, lost their first home game this season. They have 14 points as well, so it's not all doom and gloom for Rafa. And after 8 games played, they're 8th. So they would want to stay around that region and try to fight for Europe, maybe that Europa League spot or that Conference League spot, just to, get back into the groove of playing European football of some sort. So, look. That's my thoughts on this one. Let me know yours. Let me know if I miss any major talking points in the chat, and then we'll continue. Big up to everybody in the chat, man. We're going to talk about a big game next. A huge one. But let me see what you guys are saying right now. Let me see. Ben Volleywell saving us again. Love to see it. What a volley at the man's technique. Yeah, he's been good. What is that, like 3 volleys? 3 volleys in 3 games? The man's damn good at these volleys, man. They should sign him up for the volleyball team, right? They should, right? Oh, it's not the same thing, right? It's not the same thing? Foot volleyball, maybe? Yeah, maybe that. Maybe that. So big up to Mike, who says maybe West Ham for top 4, but the Europa League could be another venue for securing the Champions League spot. Indeed. Mike, I don't know, before you go to sleep, bro, I want to bring you on to talk about the Manchester United-Liverpool game briefly, okay? So let me know when you're ready. I'm not ready for you yet, but I want you to come on for us to talk about that game. I need us to talk about that game because that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. Just like a little 15 minutes, Liverpool, Manchester United next week. You know what it is. So let's move on. We got to talk about a big one. But before we do, West Ham will play Genk at home in the next game, and the next Premier League game will be a London derby against Tottenham Hotspur. As for Everton, their next game would be against Watford. So Watford would play against the two Merseyside teams back-to-back. First games under Claudio Ranieri. So guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. We'll definitely appreciate that. Let's get the stream up to 50 thumbs up, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, man. Look, let's do this. Let's move on. Let us move on. Aston Villa 2, Wolves 3. Oh! Damn, the Wolves are getting on bad. I'm telling you, man, this was a good game. This was indeed a good game. I didn't watch it, but I watched the highlights, and I saw the Ruben Neves goal live. After one of the games I was watching was over, they clicked over to this one, and Wolves snatched it late. So just to go down the highlights of the game really quick, let's take a look at the lineups first and foremost, right? 3-2 win for Wolves. I'll get into the scorers. But let's just take a look at the lineups and talk about some key things. Key things, okay? Emi Martinez started the game, and he was on duty for Argentina. So what a quick turnaround. What does that tell you? Emiliano Martinez is vaccinated from COVID-19. So if you're not vaccinated, please go out there and get yourself protected. Get yourself vaccinated from the vid, okay? You don't want the vid to get you. Douglas Luiz as well, who was also on international duty the last time I recall. Yeah, he did replace Casemiro. Back again, from international duty. So he's vaccinated as well. I'm not 100% sure if Buendia was out on international duty this time around. So let me know if, I'm on point with that one. But, I thought they were going to be without Martinez, and Jed Steer was going to be in goal, but that wasn't the case. Definitely wasn't the case. So, look, even with marvelous Nakamba coming off the bench, Villa wasn't able to hold on to that marvelous lead. And look, not to touch on the Wolves 11 too much, that's not really significant with the exception of Raul Jimenez on the bench. He was on duty for Mexico. I think he featured in all 3 games, and he came on in the 88 minutes. So he wasn't really needed that much, but I think his presence may have helped with Wolves going on to clinch this game. Aston Villa and their fans must be kicking themselves. Big up to the boy Josh from A View from the Stands. He's a big Aston Villa fan. He's a friend of the channel as well. Big up to Josh. Oh, man. Man, you must feel real bad about this. Danny Ings in the 48-minute, very, very good goal. But Ings did get a chance, saved in the 27-minute by Jose Sa, who has slotted in well at Wolverhampton Wanderers, replacing Rui Patricio. Adama Traore, that run in the 31st minute. Oh, my God. If only Adama could channel his inner Mo Salah, he'll be such a great player, but he's just, a bully with the ball, running at players and then can't score. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, Adama. Come on, man. You know what Adama is like? Adama is like that guy who acts like he's so smooth with the ladies and he has the most to say, but when comes time for action, you know the rest. You know the rest. You know the rest. You know what I'm talking about. That's Adama Traore for you in a nutshell. But, 0-0 at halftime there. Adama's shot saved by Emi Martinez. Good save, but should have scored. But second half, Aston Villa were at it again. Danny Ings set up by John McGinn, who was quite brilliant in the game, I have to say. And Danny Ings putting away in the 48th minute. First goal there for Aston Villa. And then John McGinn scored after Hwang Hee-chan giveaway to Watkins. Watkins shot blocked. Rebound fell nicely to John McGinn, who smashed it into the back of the net off of a deflection. Guys, yeah, man. Why? Let me ask you a question, right? Why do people always make excuses when there's a deflection? Whenever they lose, they talk about a deflection, but whenever they win, they never mention the deflection, right? You ever notice that? You ever notice that, guys? But that was John McGinn's second goal of the season to go with Danny Ings' third. And, Ings have started life over at Villa pretty well. But 2-0 lead going into the 80th minute. Aston Villa must be kicking themselves that they weren't able to defend a 2-goal lead. You see what I'm saying? 3 at the back. Tuanzebe, Mings, Konza. And they can't prevent Wolves, who has been in good form, to be honest, from at least, equalizing. Like, if they score one, okay, you get one back, but hold on to the win, or at least hold on to the point when they equalize. But no, Wolves went on to score 2 very scrappy goals, and then a third from the free kick deflected again. So Saiss in the 80th minute, set up by Daniel Podence. That was actually a second ball. Came in, Daniel Podence played in Saiss for the tap-in, his first goal of the season, and Podence's first assist. Cody was then put in by another second ball by Leander Dendoncker, his first assist of the season and Cody's first goal of the season. And I think this is Cody's second ever goal in his career, Premier League career. And then Ruben Neves from the direct free kick was on target after the ball deflected off Matt Target. So Wolves went on to win the game. Big celebration, man. Emphatic celebration by Ruben Neves and the Wolverhampton Wanderers players. Bruno Lage, and in charge, even celebrated on the touchline. And Wolves are in the ascendancy. So with that big win, Wolves have won 4 out of their last 5. So after starting the season with, I think they lost their first 3 games and then they won one and then lost another one. Wolves have won 3 consecutive matches. They've been on fire. 12 points after 8 games. And I think they have been one of the best teams this season. Little do you know, Wolves have been one of the best teams this season. Those 3 losses, it did not reflect the way they played. They played much better than those losses. And look, Bruno Lage, you're going to be fine, bro. You're going to be fine. And let's see how they fare. Let's see how they fare throughout the season. Wolves, the next game will be against Leeds United, and they play Everton. As for Aston Villa, who will be still kicking themselves, self-mutilation. Stop kicking, stop. You could stop now. Move on. The next game will be against the Gunners this Friday. First game of match week 9. Again, hopefully I remember to tune in. So it'll be a rough week. Champions League coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Europa League and Europa Conference League. And then Friday again. Sometimes I forget there's football playing on Friday. So all the best to Villa. With that loss, Villa are actually 12th with 10 points. Could be better. Definitely could be better. But I like what you did against Manchester United, Villa. I would thank you all season for that one. Every season, it seems like Villa are taking a big scalp. Last season, it was Liverpool. Now, it's United. Oh, come on, Villa. Come on, man. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Everybody in here right about now. Big up to the boy Adam the Great, who says since Raul is back, Wolves could be back in the top 7, but it's a long season, so we'll see. Thank you very much for tuning in again. Wolves should be top 4 at the moment if they took their chances in the first 3 games. You're absolutely right. Steve, let me see. Thriller, I see Newcastle United clearing house very soon, maybe in January. Let me see, wait. Elevator. Steve Bruce's job on the line? Most definitely. Most definitely, man. Who else we got in here? Big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Make sure you guys like up the thing. Adama needs to be a right wing back. Just run and cross. No finish needed. What else we got? Let me see. Big up to Mr. Nicholas. Liverpool, the team to beat. So what about Man City? Man City are the team to beat. Chelsea are the team to beat too. You know, so it's not only Liverpool. Bruce is gone. Bruce plus 90% of the team is gone. One of these days, we're going to do an activity like that. Let's see who we actually going to keep, sell, or loan out for Newcastle United. Or who we going to bring in, do a Newcastle United rebuild whenever I have some time. So Michael says Villa's defending in the last 10 minutes was criminal, just standing like a bunch of statue of liberties. Big up to the boy, Jersey boy in the house, man. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, with that being said, we're going to keep it moving. We have a lot of games to talk about. And while I'm hot and I'm already, sizzling, let's talk about a big one. Let's talk about a big game, okay? Let's talk about this game between Brentford and Chelsea. Let me talk about them boys over from Chelsea. Let's talk about them. And let's talk about, we're going to talk a bit about Edward Mendy as well, okay? So first, let's start talking about Edward Mendy here. Let's talk about him. 6 saves made in the game, 7 recoveries, no goals conceded, no penalty saves, no penalty was given. Okay, king of the match. He does deserve some credit. I gotta put it out there. He's a very good shot stopper. He deserves some credit. Why is he facing so many shots in the first place? That's another question that needs to be answered. I think that's a question that Thomas Tuchel needs to answer and he needs to address. He's a top keeper, but he's a top shot stopper as well. That's why he's there, but he's facing too many shots. Is there such a thing, guys? Way too many shots. The Chelsea defense is lauded as one of the best defenses, but it's only because of this guy and his shot-stopping ability. He's facing way too many shots, in my opinion. The defense has to be a bit more protective of Edward Mendy. And if they were a bit more protective of him, this whole Ballon d'Or talk would have never been around. Should Edward Mendy have been on the Ballon d'Or shortlist of 30, what was it, 30 players? Well, on the strength that he did win some awards in the UEFA Champions League season last year, and the fact that he came in under very difficult circumstances and his story and everything, maybe he should have been on the list. But at whose expense? At whose expense? You see what I mean? So with that question being thrown out there, let us just take a look at who could have been taken off the Ballon d'Or list and if Mendy could have been put on there, right? Let's do that. Let us do that. Ballon d'Or. I need to find the Ballon d'Or shortlist. Let's find the Ballon d'Or shortlist. And I need to find the shortlist of the Ballon d'Or. The picture. I can't even remember where I got it from. I think it was France Football or something like that. Let me find France Football. France Football. I think that's what it is. Oh man, I can't find it anymore. Let me Google it. Ballon d'Or shortlist. Just want to do a quick activity. Shortlist. Let's get it. Ballon d'Or shortlist. And we're going to take somebody off the list and put Mendy on. We got to find some space. We got to find some space for him. You see what I'm saying? Ballon d'Or shortlist 2021. We gotta find some space for Mendy. All right. So let me see. Let me see something. Okay, I got the list. At least I got a list. Okay, it's not a picture or anything, but I got a list. Let's put this up and let's take a look at a list here, and let's take somebody off the list. This might be easy, right? It might be easy. All right, this is the list right here. Come on, man. Ad blocker. Yeah, I do have Google Chrome. All right, I'm gonna let you through. All right, let's go. The list right here. Who could we take off? Oh my God! Come on, man. Stop it. Nico Barella. Yeah, maybe him. He didn't do nothing. Yeah, let's take off Barella for Inter. Inter won the league, but still. Yeah, we could just take him off. Who else? Who else is on there that we could take off? Simon Kjær, maybe for Denmark. Let's leave him on there. He helped save Christian Eriksen's life. Modric. We're going to take off Modric. I like Modric, but I don't know why he's on the Ballon d'Or shortlist. I don't know why. Gerard Moreno, why is he on there? I know Villarreal won the damn Europa League. Are we actually celebrating Europa Leagues now? Like, come on, man. Stop it. Let's take off Gerard Moreno or Modric or even Nico Barella and put on Mendy. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. That is it. That is it. We just solved the problem. Should he have been on the list, in my opinion? Why are you guys actually crying for him to be on the list is what I'm asking. If he's not on the list, he's not on the list. But since you're crying about him being on the list, let's just put him on the list at the expense of someone who should have never been on the list in the first place, right? But he's not going to win the Ballon d'Or, so why cry about him being on the list? Stop it. Doesn't make any sense. Let us move on. See what I mean? Let us move on. We should be trying to stop racism in football or something like that, but we're crying about Edward Mendy not being on the Ballon d'Or list. You see what I'm saying? These are the trivial things that us football fans actually focus on. So, with that being said, Chelsea won, Brentford 0. Big up to Brentford. Brentford, stand up, man. Brentford. Listen, man. Listen, this team is a special team. This team is a special team. And yet another game where Chelsea has to scrape over the finish line. Edward Mendy, the savior here. Edward Mendy, the savior. But to Chelsea, you know what I mean, Chelsea fans would say, look at the 11. Let's take a look at the 11, right? You have Malang Sarr and Trevor Chalobah at the back. Thiago Silva on beauty for Brazil. Antonio Rudiger injured. So the back line weakened. But that's why you have fringe players. Malang Sarr making his Premier League debut. I think he stepped up and he did really well. Trevor Chalobah as well. Look at that goal line clearance. Chelsea, why? I know people may say, Dom, you always picking on Chelsea. Why, Dom? Why? Guys, Chelsea are not playing that well. A win is a win, yes. A win is a win, and you need a whole team effort, including a keeper making big saves. But Chelsea are scrapping these wins. And yeah, people are going to say that's how you go on to win a title, by scrapping out wins like that, right? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. When City won their 3 titles in the last 4 years, it wasn't a lot of scrapping. It wasn't a lot of scrapping. You see what I mean? So I think Chelsea has to worry here. They have to worry because if you look at the games where Chelsea have dropped points, it's against the better opposition. Drop points to Liverpool and drop points to City, right? That's 5 points dropped, and those points were dropped against better teams. And when they met, and to talk about the Juventus loss as well, and then when they met the weaker teams, the teams they're supposed to beat easily, they're struggling. Southampton, Brentford struggled. EFL Cup against Aston Villa struggled, run on penalties. Against Zenit struggled. They did beat Aston Villa, fair and square. Yeah, okay, you did. You beat Arsenal, yeah. You beat Palace, yeah. But I'm not 100% convinced by this Chelsea team as yet. Talked up as the favorites to win the title, but I'm really not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. What I've seen from Liverpool, they look much better than Chelsea. They look like a team with less problems than Chelsea. What I've seen from Man City, a team with less problems than Chelsea. Even a Brighton, to be honest. I'm being real. Let's see how long Chelsea could continue riding this luck. Let us see. 22nd minute, Mbuemo hit the post. Very close. Got in behind. Bam. Post to the rescue. Werner with a chance. Werner gets a chance every game. Every game. If he scored 2, he got about 5 chances. He put that one over. Ben Chilwell with the great goal, laid off by Romelu Lukaku, and great volley by Chilwell. Gotta give it to Chilwell, man. He was basically out the team for some time with Marcus Alonso favored, and the fact that Chelsea paid about 50 million pounds, right, for Ben Chilwell, they had to get him back in the team some way, somehow, and he is showing us his value. So Chilwell, brilliant strike there, and he has been Chelsea's savior lately. He did score against Southampton, and he did score in the Champions League, didn't he? So Ben Chilwell he scored for England, not in the Champions League. He scored for England. Yeah, getting that one mixed up. We just came off the international break, by the way. So, look, another question I have for the Chelsea fans. Big question. Where is Saul Niguez? Where is Saul Niguez? Chelsea fans, talk to me. Where is Saul Niguez? That's just a big question I have. Where is Saul Niguez? Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to ask you guys. Where is he? Where is he? Maybe Tuchel is scared to put him in. The Premier League is a beast. It will eat you alive. And we saw what happened to Saul on his debut. Haven't seen him back since. I think hardly. Chelsea. Lukaku, where art thou? Where you at? Where are you, Lukaku? You see, you guys think I'm like, oh yeah, Dom's picking on Chelsea now. Dom's picking on Chelsea. But Brentford were very unlucky not to get something from this game. 73rd minute, long throw, flick on from Pinnock. Ivan Toney with a brilliant shot, Mendy. What actually happened, I was watching this game, and then I was coming home from work, and I had to do a review of the Liverpool Watford game, the United, Leicester, and then the City Burnley game. And I'm like, the last 20 minutes of the Chelsea game, I'm going to have to sacrifice it. And that was actually the best part of the game. You see what I'm saying? But I had to get that video out. I have to get it out because I don't have a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? The only reason why I'm here right now is because my wife's off from work today, and I could afford to come here and talk to you guys. Whenever you see me live, a lot of you guys know I have my little son on me sleeping. So just about the dedication, man, you know what I mean? And you know who else was really dedicated in this game? Brentford. Really, really dedicated. 83rd minute, Godos with a shot saved by Mendy, and then Chalobah with the goal line clearance. And then the 93rd minute, Norgard with the bicycle kick effort, put over by Mendy. Mendy, brilliant. Brilliant. I see why people are talking about you being on the Ballon d'Or shortlist and all of that. And maybe you do deserve it, but you're not going to win the Ballon d'Or, so why even bring it up? And I don't think they're going to give him the Yashin Award either. Might actually go to Donnarumma, so let us see. Let us see, though. Let us see. But brilliant display by Edward Mendy. I got to give it to him. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? Adam is saying Lukaku is unlucky, or it could be just a striker's curse. So Lukaku did get a great chance as well that he put over from, I think he did get a point-blank range chance, or is that a previous game? Or maybe I'm thinking about the Neil Maupay chance or something like that. But Lukaku has been getting opportunities, but I don't know what it is. How many games now has Lukaku gone missing? Is it about 5 games? He's mad about the Champions League final. No. I'm talking facts right here. I am mad about the Champions League final, but I'm also talking facts. I'm also talking facts about Chelsea. So, with that being said, I'm not going to stay forever talking about Chelsea because I don't want the Chelsea fans thinking I'm against them when I'm start talking facts. You see what I'm saying? Adam is saying Saul Niguez is going to be played in the cups and some easier fixtures, and if he proves those games he can play, he will be played in tougher games. Okay, well said, and you know it makes sense. Big up to the boy Ankit. What did Ankit say about what did Ankit say? Big up Legend MK. Where's Ankit? RC said hater. I see somebody did block put you on timeout or something. You know RC. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. I wasn't upset that Mendy was not on the list. I don't really care for the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, they're going to give it to Messi or one of them guys anyway, right? Barella won the Euros and the Scudetto. Barella. Yeah, we're taking on Modric, though. We're taking on Modric. Modric. I don't know why Modric is on the list. I like Modric, but I don't know why he's on the list, though. Really don't know. But big up to everybody in here. We need to get the stream up to 100 thumbs up. We have over 100 people in here. Do appreciate everybody in here right about now. But Thomas Frank and Brentford must feel very, very unlucky. I think they left their 4-leaf clovers at home because they should have at least walked away with something, a point from this game. They've been very, very good this season. And I think most of us do think that they are going to stay up in the league. So, look, man, don't want to be too long on this one. I have a lot more games to talk about. So we're going to move right on. But for Chelsea, they stay top of the Premier League table with 19 points. And in their next game for Chelsea, they do have Champions League football. Let me just get this thing really quick there. Chelsea does have Malmo. And then after Malmo, they have Norwich, which should be 2 easy wins, right? But you know what they say. The ball is round. Let's see how Chelsea fare against these 2 weaker teams. So, in terms of Brentford, who do they have next? Brentford, next game would be against Leicester City. The Bees versus the Foxes. If you put a lot of bees in a foxhole, right, who will win? I think the Bees. So, let us see. Let us see. I like what Brentford are doing this season. I really like what they're doing. They're 9th, 12 points after 8 games, 2 losses, 3 wins, 3 draws. Mixed bag form, but still, we know they've put out quality performances. So, with that being said, we're going to move right on to the next game. And let's talk about this match between Newcastle United and Tottenham. Remember, I vowed not to use the word Hotspur. It's either Tottenham or Spurs. What was my prediction for this? Guys, by the way, I did predict Chelsea to win, so you guys don't think, you have a problem in Chelsea. I predicted Chelsea to win the game, man. Chill. No, I didn't. I did predict them to draw the game. I did predict Chelsea to draw the game. I'm just remembering. I did predict Chelsea to draw 1-1. I almost got it right. Whew, that was close. So, I thought I actually predicted Chelsea to win, but I didn't. So, Newcastle Spurs, I did predict win for Spurs. I could remember that one. Did predict a win for Spurs, and I was definitely spot on with that one. Let me just find my prediction really quick so I could share it with you guys. Yeah, 2-1 win to Spurs was my prediction. And I'm not the type to get very, very sentimental at times. So, not because Newcastle got taken over and the fact that, you know what I mean, they got new owners and the whole frenzies around the club right now. It's business as usual. You see what Steve Bruce is doing there. In his 1,000th game as a manager, he lost it in front of the new owner. So, he couldn't say, you know what, if we win this game 4-0, I could actually convince them to let me keep the job and to actually, you know, go on to manage Newcastle in this new era where big signings would come in. I'll actually get money to spend now. No, Steve, they're going to sack you. Steve Bruce says he deserves a lot more credit after playing over what? I think over 900 games as a player and then going on to manage over 1,000 games. 43 years of his life he's given to the game, and he says he deserves a lot more respect. Listen, stop begging for respect, man. Respect is earned, and it's definitely not given like that. You have to earn your respect, Steve, and some trophies would actually give you that respect. Big up to the boy Adnan in the house. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to 100 thumbs up. Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. We got 64 likes right now. We got over 100 people in the stream right about now. And We still have the City game to talk about. We still have the Liverpool game to talk about. And we still have the game between Leicester and Manchester United to talk about. And that one's going to be fun. So smash up the thumbs up button for the thing, guys. And let's have some fun with the stream. Big up to everybody in the chat, giving us many shout outs as I can. Kelvin Drayton, thanks for coming through again. Raz, appreciate you, bro. We have Adnan in the house. Agunzi LFC, haven't seen you in a while, Agunzi. Where you been hiding at? Zachary in the house as usual. We have G Perp up close. Where's Jadon Sancho? Yeah. We are gonna talk about that. He doesn't like us. It's okay. We're top of the league. And chap, what do you mean I don't like you? What is wrong with Prime? Prime, bro. Chill. What you mean I don't like you? Chill out, bro. Chill out. He last scored versus Zenit. Lukaku is like going through a really bad spell right now. To be honest, Brentford had nothing in the first 70 minutes. Yeah, they had a few things. They had a few moments, Mike. They had a few moments. Chelsea dealt with them, but it was the last 20 minutes, it was all Brentford. And Joel Alcindor, why just leave us alone? A win is a... You see? A win is a win, huh? A win is a win. But if City wins scrappy, you will talk about it. So that's the thing that I don't like with people, you know what I mean? Come on, be fair, man. Be fair. Be fair. A win is a win, yes. But are you happy by winning scrappy every week? Yeah, if you do win every week. But what if you're losing and then you're winning some scrappy and then you're drawing? Then it's a problem. You see? Then it's a problem. Frank Lampard type stuff. Because that's what Frank Lampard was doing. And that's why he got sacked. So, yeah, man. Big up, Mike. Big up. I'm off today. Today's my birthday, so everybody in the chat, Champions League is next. Yeah, man, Mike, I did see in your stream. You did say it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, bro. If I didn't have my if I didn't lose my voice a bit, I would have sang happy birthday to you. But no singing right now. I don't want to chase the people out of the chat. So yeah, let's talk about this game. Newcastle United 2, and they started things off with a bang on the day. Steve Bruce's 1000th game was actually treated with a second-minute goal by Callum Wilson. The new owners, Saudi Arabia, public fund, new chairman in the stadium and everything, Amanda Stavely and co. First game in charge. Great start, second-minute goal. Callum Wilson celebrates like a madman. And another thing I have to mention too in this game, for the Tottenham Hotspur team, the South Americans actually started the game. Emerson, Christian, Romero, and that was actually a shock. You know what that means? Those guys are vaccinated. So if you haven't taken your vaccine, and Davinson Sanchez as well, head on out there and take your vaccine, guys. You know, it's very important. Protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and don't fall victim to the vid. Do not be a part of the vid. Oh, please, man. Please, guys. Please. I could see Steven Bergwijn was on the bench, so that's a good sign, you know, for Tottenham there. Good Steven Bergwijn. And Giovanni Lo Celso as well made the bench. So, very, very important. Wait. Tottenham didn't make any substitutions? Wow. I didn't even realize that. Tottenham didn't make any subs. Wow. Okay. That is weird. Seeing that first game after the international break, but okay. So, look. St. Maximin with a brilliant ball to Javier Manquillo, who has been, you know, involved in goals of late. And Callum Wilson headed into the back of the net. 1-0 to Newcastle. But the lead, it did not last very long at all. Attack down the left side from Sergio Reguilon. Crossed into Ndombele and Tanguy Ndombele using Jamal Lascelles, who was really standoffish as a shield, and bend the ball around him, and Caldala was blocked. 1-1. Tottenham in the ascendancy. The next goal came in the 22nd minute, and this was a weird goal because brilliant ball by Hybia and Kane. Really, really nice ball to Kane. Brilliant ball to Kane. And Kane with the cheeky finish over Darlow. And then the flag went up. Harry Kane didn't celebrate. And then on the VAR review, he was being played on by the player far outright. So the goal actually stood. And then Kane celebrated, which was actually his first goal this season. And then he went on to assist the goal by Son in the 45th minute, the 4th minute of first half, extra time. But before that goal came, the game had to come to a halt. Lucas Moura did hit the crossbar as well from a corner. And then the game came to a halt because a fan in the stadium collapsed, went into cardiac arrest. They had to take the defibrillator over because Sergio Reguilon had brought it to the referee's attention. And then Eric Dyer and then the official ran across with the defibrillator, passed it to people he needed to pass it to, the paramedics, got it up to the paramedics, and the person's life was saved. They were then taken to the hospital where they are in stable condition the last time I checked. So, yeah. I can't keep checking up every hour on the person. You know, I don't know the person. So, last time I checked, they were okay. And that's a great, great thing. Great news. Because you don't want to go to the football match to see your beloved team and then you end up dying. I did mention in my little reaction video that if you do end up dying, at least you died watching the game you love. You died doing what you love. Maybe it comes off a little insensitive. You know, I don't want the person to die, but still, it's two ways it can go. You could either die or you could live. If you die, you take the positive from it. Whatever positive you can take from it, you take it from it. Died watching the game he or she loves. For the family, it would be a negative thing. But from someone like me looking in, don't know the person, not even, you know, at the stadium or anything, yeah, I could say that. But it's really good that the person survived and, you know, wasn't a tragedy. So the game restarted and Heung-min Son seems like he wasn't really bothered by the incident because he was played in by Harry Kane for the tap-in. So Kane ended up getting a goal and an assist, his first assist this season. And they put the third goal into the back of the net in the first half. 3-1 at the first half break. Shelvey came on in the second half as a substitute. And Shelvey picked up a silly yellow card and then picked up another yellow card and then ended up getting sent off. I didn't watch the second half of this game because I had to come home from work. And for some reason these days, I don't know what it is, but I cannot watch any football at work in the yard. I work at the airport, so where my building is at, I don't know what it is. The service just does not work in terms of watching games. So I don't know what it is though. Thank God I don't be working there on a daily basis though. So I'm like out in the field, guys. I'm out in the field. So 89 minutes. Eric Diabolical. Caught in between two minds whether he's going to head the ball or kick the ball. And he ended up kneeing the ball in the back of the net to, you know, cause a nervy end to the game. Spurs held on 3-2 over the newly takeover Newcastle. The thing about Newcastle, right, guys, they have just been taken over, but they could find themselves in a situation where they have been taken over, but they are in a they could find themselves in a serious relegation scrap after how they've started the season. Newcastle, along with Burnley and Norwich, are the only three teams yet to pick up a win this season. 8 games played, 3 points. That's not good enough. Leeds do have a 3-point gap, but that could close anytime. Watford and Southampton has a 4-point gap that could close anytime. But Newcastle has to start picking up wins. Alon Saint-Maximin was bright again on the day, but guys like Joe Linton, Joe Willock has to step up. These guys has to step up. You see what I'm saying? The Joes has to step up. Joe Shelvey, Joe Willock, and Joe Linton. They got to step up. They really got to step up, man. Alon Saint-Maximin can't be doing everything on his own. He really can't. Steve Bruce, maybe they got to get rid of him. Because after 8 games, you haven't won any games. You have nothing to actually show and nothing to actually fight your case. They got to sack him. if they don't want to sack him, they have to leave on mutual consent. Yeah, let's just let him leave respectfully, because I think he's a big Newcastle fan and everything. So, yeah, man, you could just let him. Yeah, you could just let him go. Let him go, respectfully, and rope in maybe an Antonio Conte. Give him some money. I've heard they will get 50 million to spend in the winter. Let's see if Conte or whoever they bring in could sign 2 proper players with that money. Maybe get 2 decent players for 25 mil each. And who knows, save your season. But so far, it's not looking good for Newcastle at all, man. And look, Tottenham has not been good themselves, but they now have back-to-back wins after losing 3 on the trot. So Tottenham won 3, lost 3, and now they're back to winning things with, another 2 games in a row. So a lot of positives to take away from Tottenham. Harry Kane scoring. Heung-min Son can't stop scoring. And Ndombele playing some good football. And Nuno, just getting his identity at the club. It will take some time. But they're 5th right now, which is a positive thing. They have 15 points. Ahead of United, ahead of West Ham, and ahead of Everton. Very, very positive for Tottenham there. As for Newcastle, as I mentioned, Newcastle 19th with 3 points after 8 games. No wins this season, 3 draws. For them, their next game will be against Crystal Palace. It's a winnable game, but it's also a game you could well lose. It will be on the road at Selhurst Park. And then they play Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford. It's not going to be an easy stretch of game for Newcastle. Just want to put it out there. The woes may just continue, and Steve Bruce could be sacked maybe next week or next 2 weeks. Definitely before the international break comes around again, I think Steve Bruce might be out. For Tottenham, their next game definitely coming in the Conference League, and they will play Vitesse, the Dutch team, on the road, and then they have a London derby against West Ham United, then Burnley in the Cup, and then Man United at home. So some good games coming up for Tottenham. Let's see how they fare in those. How are you guys doing in the chat? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Yeah, I did read that one already. I'll probably spend $1 million real quick. Let me see. What are you guys talking about? Big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Let me see what you guys are saying. Talk to me. Mad people dislike Dom's video for some reason about the fan. Yeah, people always dislike those kind of videos, guys. Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about that. So if you haven't yet liked this video, we need 27 more thumbs up to get to 100 likes. Make sure you guys smash up the thumbs up button. And let's continue. We got 3 games to talk about. I think I'm doing well. Today's one of the live streams where I think I don't know what it is though. I think I've covered the games pretty well, in my opinion. And at the same time, I didn't dilly-dally and spend 25 minutes on each of the game. And I have 3 games left to talk about, and I'm not even at an hour and a half. Wow. And I don't even plan to talk about the City versus Burnley game for a very, very long time. So, Man City 2, Burnley 0. Bernardo Silva in the 12th minute after Phil Foden shot. And Bernardo Silva put it in the rebound to take the lead. So, dominant performance by Man City though. Could have been better, but still. Coming back from the international break, I'll take that. Kevin De Bruyne in the 70th minute, similar type of goal. Shot came in, ricocheted. That was actually let me get back the details of that goal really quick. But that was another scrappy goal. Ball fell to Kevin De Bruyne after Mahrez was tackled, and then it could have been a penalty, but Mahrez was actually Kevin De Bruyne was actually played in, and he put it in with his left foot. So you got to give it to De Bruyne, though. Very good with both feet. So just the details of that goal, I want to get that right. It was Mahrez to KDB. The shot was blocked. Yep, see? Falls to Mahrez. Kevin De Bruyne shot fell to Mahrez, and then he was taken on the ball, came back to De Bruyne, and then De Bruyne put it in. So just wanted to be, 100% clear on that goal there too. So nobody was credited with any assists from any of the goals because they were rebounds put into the back of the net. But one thing we have to talk about here for Man City is the lineup, right? Edison unavailable because of Brazil. And maybe Edison isn't vaccinated. And maybe Gabriel Jesus isn't vaccinated because Brazilians were able to come back and play for their various teams while Edison and Gabriel Jesus didn't play. Or it could be an instance where Pep just wanted to rest those players. You see what I mean? And give Zach Steffen a chance because it's Burnley. You get it? City always beat Burnley. Steffen did a great job. He did a great job. He had a big save to make from Maxwell Cornet, and he pulled off a really, really huge save there. Brownhill had a chance that he put wide, and the New Zealand international Chris Wood had a point-blank range chance that he kissed the crossbar with. Burnley, I think they put out a good performance, and they were just, lucky not to lose by more. Because usually it's 5-0 when they come to the Etihad. But it was a much better performance on the day, though. Or maybe Man City were just rusty, or they were not at full strength. Stones haven't been playing. Ake haven't been starting games. And with a makeshift backline there, City was still able to do the business. Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo in the middle. Quality players. Sterling, man. Sterling has been in the news. Linked with a move to Barcelona. I've been hearing Newcastle United being thrown in there. I've been hearing Arsenal thrown in there. Sterling, bro, I like you. You've been a good servant to City. I'm going to keep it 100% here. But Sterling, bro, you can go, bro. You could go. You can go. Just want to put it out there. I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy and have you in the team playing around, not knowing what to do with chances, not knowing when to pass, not knowing when to shoot, can't dribble around nobody. Listen, man, you could go, bro. Seriously. You've done well. You've been a great servant to the team, but I think your time has come for you to embark on a new adventure. And as I said in the video, I give you permission to go to Newcastle United. I think they'll utilize you maybe a little bit better. Because I think Sterling has doubts in his head right now. Something is going on in Raheem Sterling's head. I kid you not, something is going on. And that's just my take on that situation. Riyad Mahrez, who was nominated for the Ballon d'Or, along with Phil Foden, who was also nominated for the Ballon d'Or, I think had, stellar games as well. 2-0 off the bench. Ruben Diaz made an appearance off the bench. Fernandinho and Cole Palmer. Fun fact for you guys. You see this dude, Cole Palmer? This is I never heard about anything like this before. Cole Palmer actually came off the bench for the senior team and then went on later to play for the academy team and scored a hat-trick. Cole, you're a legend. You're a legend already, bro. How you managed to pull that off? So big up to Cole Palmer, man. Big up to Cole Palmer. So let me see. Leng and Sweet. Sterling is in the strike at the end of the day. He needs to play on the wing. Let's see the thing about you, Leng. Let me tell you something about you. Let me criticize you right now. You're being too nice, bro. You know what they say? Nice guys finish dead last. You're being too sentimental. You're being too sentimental. People tend to do that with their team a lot. They're sentimental about players. Sterling has to go, bro. Mendy has to go, bro. These players gotta go. You see what I'm saying? They gotta go. They're right about now, they're useless. They're useless. As I said, Sterling have done good things for City. But if you really look back at some key moments, some big moments, Sterling not showing up, bro. If you want, you could go back to the Olympic Lyon miss. Go back to that one. You see what I'm saying? We should have probably won the Champions League the last 2 seasons, but they have guys like Sterling and them not showing up when they need to show up. You see what I'm saying? So stop with being Mr. Nice Guy here. I'm not with the Mr. Nice Guy stuff. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Simple put. Simple. When Nicholas Otamendi was at the club and he wasn't doing well, people will say, oh, he gotta go. Yeah, now it's time for Sterling to go. Okay? I'm not saying he has not performed well in the past. I'm not saying he can't get his mojo back. But do I want to take that risk? No. We have to keep things fresh. That's the game. That's the business. We have to keep things fresh. If we're sentimental about players, we're going to end up losing. We're going to end up like Arsenal. Sorry, Thriller, but it's true. It's true. When we signed striker and Mahrez, Jack Grealish playing, don't score enough goals. Remember, listen, bro. Listen. We do need to sign a striker. City has to sign a striker. Because I think if we sign a striker, we'll be way more devastating, right? A striker may take shots from out the box as well. We are not taking enough shots from out the box. We need some more players who would want to take shots from outside the box. We need a striker. Get one. Dusan Vlahovic, he's scoring a lot of goals for fun. Personally, I would like Lautaro Martinez. See what I'm saying? He's been linked with City before. Let's sign somebody. You see what I'm saying? Erling Haaland. He's available next season. Sign somebody. Sign somebody, because I think if we had a striker against Burnley, we'd have scored 7 or 8. Look, we could do without the striker. I think we could still win the league without the striker. But if you could do it easier with the striker, why not bring in a striker in January? You see what I mean? Why not? Why not stay? Keep up with the bunch, or even be on top of the table. And then when January hits, you bring in a striker and you sucker punch everybody. You see what I mean? That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts on this game. I ain't got much more to say about this game, really, you know. Yeah, not much more. This game wasn't really a very eventful game. Burnley, not a very eventful team. But they do have positives they could take from, you know, the loss as well. Maxwell Cornet played good. You know, he was injured in the previous game, so they took him off early. You know, Chris Wood had a few look-ins. You know, Dwight McNeil couldn't really do his thing. But Bernardo Silva, man of the match, quality performance again. Look at his name. Bernardo Silva's name is Bernardo Motaviega de Carvalho e Silva. God damn, what a name. Jeez. Long-ass name, if you ask me. But quality performance by Man City, though. Could have been better. But nevertheless, you know, got to be satisfied with the win here. Some pictures from the game. How good is Phil Foden, though? How good is Phil Foden? Very good. A couple of his first touches let him down. He could have did a lot better, but still, you know, we won the game. It was a more comfortable win than the Chelsea win, I got to say. Let's just put it out there. So, with that being said, guys, we got 2 more games to talk about. Let's move on from this one, man. No need to linger. You know, routine win for City. 17 points in third. 2 points off the top. 1 point off second. With Liverpool being second. And for Manchester City, their next game will be in the Champions League on the road against Club Brugge. And then Brighton on the road again. And then West Ham in the EFL Cup on the road. And then Crystal Palace at home. So, the games are winnable. But, you know, we lost to Brighton last season. And, you know, I think West Ham is a team that could definitely give trouble in the cup game where Pep would definitely rotate. So, with that being said, for Burnley, their next game. For Burnley, who are 18th, yet to win a game this season. I don't think Sean Dyche will get sacked. His contract was recently renewed. And they will play against Southampton. Then they play Tottenham Hotspur in the EFL Cup round of 16. So, yeah. Man City, my team. Love you. Love you, City. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to move on, man. Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about Watford 0, Liverpool 5. Congratulations to Liverpool. All the Liverpool fans in here right about now. Congratulations to you. You've done well. You've been very good this season. The only team in the Premier League yet to lose a game. Bravo, 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 Liverpool. I'm giving you your props, okay? have dropped points in 3 games, 3 draws, and I think that's something they definitely have to work on. Draw against City, draw against Chelsea, draw against Brentford, and, you know, still dropping points here and there, still. But overall, still a very great start to the season, continuing from where they left off last season with that really good flourish at the end of the season to get Champions League football, where Liverpool were actually in jeopardy of qualifying for the Conference League. Yeah, you're in jeopardy if you're definitely in the Conference League, like Tottenham Hotspur. Like Tottenham, not Hotspur. Tottenham or Spurs. So, quality performance by the Reds here, though. Claudio Ranieri, first game in charge of Watford after Xisco Munoz was sacked by the Italian owners. They brought in an Italian, one of their own, and he was baptized in red blood fire, or blood red fire, however you want to put it. But it was a baptism of fire, his biggest loss ever in the Premier League, 5-0. Liverpool with a clean sheet, even with Alisson not in goal. You see what I'm saying? So it comes back to the point, right, that I was making about Chelsea. Just to segue back over to the Chelsea thing that I was making earlier about Edward Mendy and all the saves that Mendy has been making. The only reason why he's making so many saves is because the defense in front of him is not as good as people think it is. It is not as good as people think it is. Mendy is the reason why there's been so many clean sheets under Thomas Tuchel. Just want to make that one clear. You go to the Liverpool-Watford game. Let's get back. Watford only got 6 shots off at goal. 6, right? Just to do a quick comparison to prove my point that I was making earlier, you go to the Chelsea game against Brentford. Brentford had 17 shots at goal comparing to Chelsea's 5. And no, I know you're going to say, yeah, Malang Sarr and Trevor Chalobah was in the defense. Yeah, but still, they're Chelsea. It's still Chelsea. It is still Chelsea, right? Still Chelsea. So, no excuses. I don't want to hear any excuses. Liverpool, clean sheet. Kelleher, unbothered in the goal. And it was a stunning performance. Stunning performance. People may say, oh, Dom, you're being harsh on Chelsea. How you talking such good things about Liverpool? What happened? Are you a closet Liverpool fan or something? Go back and watch my videos when Liverpool were doing all the crap they were doing last season. The Liverpool fans, they were hiding because I was ripping them a new one as well. If you're not playing well, I'm going to let you know you're not playing well. If you're playing well, I'm going to say you're playing well. And Liverpool has been playing well. Man City has been playing well. Brighton has been playing well. You see what I'm saying? Man United has not been playing well. Leicester has not been playing so well. Chelsea has been so-so and has been riding their luck. That's just my assessment. Scrappy wins. A win is a win, but still, you have to call it for what it is. You got to call it for what it is. And the reason why I'm mixing in the Chelsea, the City, because obviously you see that this is probably most likely going to be the title race. Chelsea, City, Liverpool. 3-way, 3-horse race. So, look. Liverpool 5, Watford 0. The 8th minute. That pass by Mo Salah. I need to get a little bigger here. I was actually thinking today, I actually had a great idea. I wanted to go back and find a video. I can't remember if I've actually made a video back in when Mo Salah just came back to the Premier League. I doubt. And my assessment, I don't even know if I was making videos back then, seriously. But I wanted to go back and just do a flashback and clip it out to see what I had to say about Mo Salah back in 2017. You see what I'm saying? I think I'll try to find something. Things I've said about Mo Salah in the past. I took it lightly though. I've always considered him a very good player, but he's actually like probably most likely gone up another level. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always scored good goals, scintillating goals. But you know, the older you get a little wiser, and you start noticing things that you never noticed when you were younger, and you start understanding things a little bit more than the way you used to understand them, or if you even understood them at all when you were a little younger. And I'm actually getting to this guy Mo Salah is like on a whole nother level when you think about it, right? Because the Premier League is a beast of a league. Could you imagine Mo Salah in La Liga? Could you imagine Mo Salah going back to playing for Roma? Because that's where Liverpool brought him from, and he was blighting it up in the Serie A. Could you imagine him in the Bundesliga playing for Bayern Munich with all the service? So that's why I'm starting to actually give him a lot more respect. Because the goal against City, the goal and the assist against City, it's like, God damn. God damn. And then I was saying, nah, you can't repeat that, Salah. You can't repeat that. And then Salah goes on to repeat it. What an assist for Sadio Mane, right? What an assist. That's a wicked assist. And then the goal, I know I'm jumping over some goals, but forget about the Firmino goals. Forget about those. We're not even, those are tap-ins. Those are tap-ins. We're not talking about them. You know what? Yeah, let's just give Firmino the credit really quick. Let's give him the credit really quick. Roberto Firmino, 37th minute tap-in, 52nd minute tap-in. Okay, now we could get back to the Mo Salah goal. You do a freeze frame, right? You do a freeze frame, and then you actually say, no, Salah cannot get past these three players right there. He can't. But what does Mo Salah do? He get past the three players. Maybe four. That was absolutely nasty, ridiculous. And as I said in the video, my reaction video, Salah, you need to go to the diagnostic center and get yourself checked up because you're insane. You're nasty, bro. You're something sick. You're sick. Because that goal, I'm telling you, the City goal, I think, was the better goal, though, because the better opponent and just the way he did it, and he hit it with his right. This one was good, too. This one was really good. This one was good. So, Salah, bro, stand up, man. Is Mo Salah the best player in the world right now? I was skeptical. I didn't want to say it. I got to admit, I didn't want to give it to him. De Bruyne has been playing well. Lewandowski has been playing well. You see what Bayern Munich did to Bayer Leverkusen in 35 minutes today? You know? And then Benzema has 9 goals and 7 assists. But then again, they're playing in some leagues that Salah might actually go and destroy. Some less physical leagues. So I put all of that into consideration, and then I said, listen, man. The fact that he's a winger as well, and the fact that he works, he actually helps out a lot in defense these days, I realize. And his speed, he is faster than those guys. He passes the ball a lot more these days. Remember, he had a thing with Sadio Mane a couple years ago with being very selfish, and Mane said, "You selfish bastard." Salah has improved, I think, in all departments. And as a person as well. So, I'm going to have to suck it up and say, right now, on form, I'm not saying he is the best player. When you talk about Ronaldo and you talk about Messi, I'm not putting him in the God level tier yet. Not yet. Not yet. Calm down. Calm. Maybe soon. If Liverpool go on to win the league or the Champions League or something, then we might have to put Salah in the God tier, right? Because it means that Salah would do well this season. But right now, in terms of who's hot, I think the people are saying it's Mo Salah. And if the people like a song and the song is hot, It's ripping up the airwaves. It has the people, jumping in the club. It has the club itself jumping. There's no denial that that song should be number one. So I think Salah is up there. And I do think Salah is the number one player right now in terms of the charts. And I think if we even do a quick, search right now, over transfer marks, he's number 2 right now. Erling Haaland is number 1. And I think Erling Haaland just number 1 because he came back and he scored. He probably scored some goals for Dortmund or something like that. But Mo Salah is the man right now. And I think Mo Salah is the reason why Watford was single-handedly destroyed by Mo Salah. It could have been they would have lost the game maybe by 2-0. But Salah, he was just ridiculous. So let's get back to the goals. Mane in the 8th minute. Firmino, 37th minute. Set up by James Milner. Very good stuff. I think Sadio Mane was involved in a build-up there. Let me just get my my notes right here. Let me see. 37th minute. Guys, did anybody check up on Danny Rose? Anybody check up on Danny Rose yet? Let's check up on Danny Rose for me really quickly. Let's check Danny Rose. Check Danny Rose and let me know if he's okay. Just do that for me. Thank you very much. So it was Mane to Milner. Really cheeky pass by Mane to Milner. Milner square to Firmino. Tap in. And that was 2-0 to Liverpool after the Salah's assist for the Mane goal. That was nasty. Mane with the first time hit. 52nd minute, Firmino, and they actually, it was a ball played down to Salah. He was going to be offside, but Craig Cathcart stretched out his leg, and then the goalkeeper had to save the ball, and then Firmino tapped it in. I told you it was a tap-in hat-trick from Firmino. Do you rate a tap-in hat-trick? No, I don't. It's a hat-trick. Yeah, props to you. But I could recall when Ferran Torres scored his little tap-in hat-tricks, all the Liverpool fans came out and said it was a tap-in hat-trick. So, and they never give Ferran Torres any ratings. You know what I'm saying? Get well soon, Ferran Torres, by the way. But the Salah goal in the 54th minute, nasty. And then Firmino, that goal, got to give it to Nico Williams, who has not been playing a lot this season, injuries and things like that. But Nico Williams, man, oh boy, that was a brilliant ball to the far post, tapping for Firmino. And, maybe that's because he played well for Wales during the international break as well. The thing about me, right, I cover the international football and I talk about the club football. So when I see these players performing well, it's not a surprise to me because I see them playing for the international teams as well, where a lot of people who, when the international break comes around, they cry and they whine and they say, oh man, I don't want an international break. Man, bring back the club football. Come on, guys, come on. Gotta appreciate all football. So, big win for Liverpool, 5-0. Not much more to add here. Quality performance. Watford, look, if we have to add anything to Watford, I think they did have a good period after the 73rd minute or so. They did have a good period up until Firmino scored that final goal of the game. They did fight back very well. They had a few opportunities, a few look-ins, but, Hernandez couldn't put it in the back of the net and ended up losing the game. If they got 5 against Liverpool, as I mentioned earlier, they might actually get 10 against City this season because when it comes to Watford, Man City do not play around. Plus, they don't have Troy Deeney in the team to actually help them out this season, as well. So, look, congrats Liverpool, and we're going to move on. So, what are you guys saying in the chat right now? Talk to me. But for Liverpool, their next game will be against... Okay, I have something to say here. I got something to say here. Mike, if you're still in the chat, I would like you to come on. You said you ain't got work tomorrow. I would like Mike to come on. Mike, if you're still in here, bro, I'm going to send you the link over on Twitter. I want you to come on. I want to hear what you got to say about the Man United game. We're going to talk about Man United pretty soon, okay? I want to hear what you have to say about them. And I want to hear what you have to say about the Man United game as well. Okay? Is that fair? Is that fair, Mr. Mike? Michael Talks Football, bro. If you're still in here, bro, you need to come through. I'll be right here waiting for you, okay? So, the thing I want to talk about, I want to also talk about the Atletico Madrid game. You bully Watford like this. You bully Watford, right? You bully Watford. Are Liverpool gonna bully Atletico Madrid too? You bully FC Porto. Are you gonna bully Atletico Madrid as well? I'm just asking. You put 5 past Watford, put 5 past Porto. Are you going to bully Atleti? This is where the real test comes in. This is where the real test comes in. You know, like in school, you do like a little practice test, or you do like a little open book test. You remember those. You like open book tests, right? This is not one of those. This is the real thing. This is like the national or the state test. Atleti. Simeone. Big cojones. And when we talk about cojones, guys, you talk about cojones. Have you taken some time out of your busy day to head on over to manscaped.com, where you could get one of these Lawnmower 4.0, part of the performance package for all of your personal grooming needs. A lot of other accessories to choose from, the Crop Reviver and the Crop Preserver. I just actually used some of the Crop Preserver before I started this stream because I took a shower, put on some Crop Preserver because I knew I was going to be here for 2 to 3 hours. So when I'm done, I'm not all, sweaty and things like that after I showered. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. So together, along with Manscaped, Dominic Rich Manscaped, together, we save balls. You talk about cojones, we save balls as well. And guys, another thing that you have to remember to do, all you guys in here, and I'm glad I just saw this. Don't forget to, check yourself. You know what I mean? Be aware of what's going on because testicular cancer is also a real thing. But definitely check out Manscaped. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get 20% off. Trust me, your balls would thank you. So, where's my boy Mike? Mike's not in here no more. Seems like Mike left. Mike's not in here. Mike's not in here anymore. I think Mike knew that I wanted to talk about Atleti Madrid, I think so. Yeah, Mike hasn't been in here for a while now, since about the last 15 minutes or so. So, I guess I won't be chatting with Mike. So, let us move on, though. Let us move on. Let's talk about the last game, guys. The last game, Leicester versus Manchester United. Leicester 4, Manchester United 0. Leicester 4, Manchester United 2. Oh, man, this is funny. Could we laugh a little, guys? Could I get some laughing emojis in the chat, please? Could I just get some of those? Because this is actually very, very funny, man. This is funny. This is funny. This is super funny. So, big up to a new member here. I shit myself, who says, I know everyone talked about Salah so much lately, but one thing that never gets mentioned is how professional he has been with the contract situation. At this point, Coutinho was faking injury. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct with that, man. Salah do deserve a big contract at Liverpool. He is too damn good for them to be messing around, or you're gonna end up and actually losing. You see what I'm saying? You're going to end up and lose him if you don't treat him right. Just want to put that one out there. But thank you very much, though, for dropping the super chat. Appreciate that. But yeah, guys, let me get some laughing emojis in the chat, please. We do need 11 more likes to hit 100 thumbs up as well. I will definitely appreciate that. Thriller, that's some bad news, but the post office lost my MANSCAPED package. You'll get it. You'll get it. Just be a little patient. It'll come. I don't have anything to do with it getting lost. If it was up to me, I'll deliver it right in your hands, bro. But yeah, the post office does things like that sometimes. So yeah, where's my boy Mike though? I'm still waiting for Mike. I think Mike has jumped. He has gone to sleep or something. Definitely told him I wanted him to come on to hear what he had to say about the game, but yeah, Mike's not available anymore. I should have done it earlier. He probably actually told me he was about to leave or something and I didn't realize it. So, look. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole in. Definitely in, man. Let's keep him in. Let us keep him in. Let us stop talking about how Man United should get a real manager, because we might not want them to get a real manager. They may actually be very good with a real manager. You see what I'm saying? Because, look here. If they had a real manager, right? If they had a real manager, they could have been doing bits. But the fact that you have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the manager of a team that has personalities like Paul Pogba, Harry Maguire, Rafa Varane, David De Gea. These are big names, you know. Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood, Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo. These are big names, you know. Aaron Wan-Bissaka came in for big money, you know. Luke Shaw, big money signing. All these guys are big money signing. People like to talk about Man City. Man City signed this. Man City signed this. Man City spend this. Man City spend that. Chelsea spend money on this. Chelsea spend money on that. Look at United. Let's take a look at their lineup and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this lineup here. Look at the lineup. Maguire, $100 million. Luke Shaw, about $60 million or so? They paid a lot of money for him from Southampton. Wan-Bissaka, 50 million pounds from Crystal Palace. Lindelof, I don't think he came in for big money as far as I could remember. Let me just double check. Lindelof, I don't think he came in from Benfica. Don't think he was that expensive though. Lindelof was actually 35 mil. Yeah, that's big money too, man. 35 million euros. That's big money still. That is big money still. And then Pogba, 100 million. Greenwood, you know, homegrown. Bruno Fernandes, the fees could tally up to close to 80-something million euros as well. Jadon Sancho, what was that? What was that? $100 million. Let's just use dollars. Nemanja Matic, I think he came over from Chelsea for like a small, was it for free or something like that, or small fee? Ronaldo, oh man, the wages that he's on. And they still had to pay about 30 million for him or something like that, right? The bench ain't that good. Donny van de Beek rotting on the bench. Marcus Rashford coming back from injury. The thing about United is, like, we keep talking about McFred. Not today. When was it? Saturday? Yesterday? McFred did not start the game. It was Pogba and Matic, right? It was Pogba-matic. Very problematic, if you think about it. They started the game. It wasn't Fred and McTominay. Fred got a really sweet assist for Brazil. How he don't do it for United? I don't know. Maybe I know. It's because it's a system that he's playing in. Tite is actually a quality manager, and Ole doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You see what I'm saying? So you don't know how to utilize and get the best out of his players. Varane, not in the team. I don't rate Varane. I told you guys I don't rate Varane like that. Doesn't matter. Harry Maguire was absolutely doo-doo on the day. Maybe he's rusty. Or maybe he's just too laid back. Maybe that's what it is. But let's talk about these goals, man. Let me stop ripping it into these United players right about now. Mason Greenwood in the 19th minute, set up by Bruno Fernandes. Cutting from the right-hand side. Smashed with his left foot off the post. Really great goal. But Yuri Tillemans, let me get the timeline right. Let me get the timeline right because I'm pretty sure there's a few chances in between there that actually happened. So, 27 minute, Ricardo Pereira had a chance, and that was put across the face of goal. And Cristiano Ronaldo did get a shot that deflected and was saved by Kasper Schmeichel. That was very close. And Jadon Sancho almost picked up an assist, but we know that almost does not count. Because if you say you almost won the lottery, oh man, I just needed one more number. Bro, you didn't win the lottery still, right? You see what I'm saying? I almost did it. No, you didn't do it. You see what I mean? So, Jadon Sancho has been poor, man. It has been 8 games now, no assists, no goals. And people are what? People are not talking about that? People are not talking. I bet if he was playing for Man City, I bet if he was playing for a Chelsea, a Liverpool, any other club, you would have never heard the end of it. Never, ever, ever heard the end of it. The thing about this United team, right? The team has too many players in there that do not work well off the ball. Sancho, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, all of these guys are not helping out in terms of pressing, in terms of winning back balls, and in terms of helping out in defense. Just think about what I'm saying. Think about exactly what I'm saying. So then it ends up putting a lot of pressure on all the other players because they have to carry the weight of some of these guys in a team who are just very tame. You see what I'm saying? And I've been calling Mason Greenwood very tame. I like Greenwood, but he's tame, man. He's tame. I need some more, anger from Greenwood. You see what I mean? I need him to rough up some players and things like that, legally. But I want him to show some more fight. You see what I mean? He looked like a baby still. You see what I mean? He need to be a little bit more rougher, in my opinion. But that Yuri Tillemans goal, David De Gea, could blame him, but you have to blame Harry Maguire because De Gea put he hit the ball good enough, and Harry Maguire had to meet the ball, but he was allowing the ball to run to him. And Iheanacho, who I'm very happy started the game because I think Brendan Rodgers sometimes really screw around with his selection and don't play Iheanacho enough from the start. And that was a really good win by Iheanacho, putting it to Tillemans, and Tillemans catching De Gea off his line. That was a great goal. Yuri Tillemans, we know he's a special player, but he's been having a rough start to the season so far. So that'll just help his confidence. Look, the game had a few more chances. The other goal came in the 78th minute, but between there were a few chances. Iheanacho with a chance in the 40th minute, put wide. 1-1 at halftime. Matic had a shot that he blasted over. That would have been spectacular if it went in. And De Gea saved a brilliant shot from Tillemans in the 76th minute. That would have definitely gone in. Daka had a shot saved as well in the 78th minute that resulted in the corner that ended up being put in the back of the net by Chagla Soyuncu. Very scrappy goal. De Gea saving another shot by Daka, and Maguire, I think, playing on Soyuncu from the ricochet, and Soyuncu putting it into the back of the net. That would do a whole lot of good for his confidence, but it was all Leicester City after that. 82nd minute, Ricardo Pereira with a chance that he blasted wide, and then Rashford actually equalized in the 82nd minute. Lindelof, that was a great ball. I don't know how many people are talking about this, but that was a great, great ball by Victor Lindelof to Marcus Rashford. Caught the Leicester defense sleeping on their heels, and Rashford blasted in like he was playing all season. Solskjaer said that Rashford needs to focus on football more and less on his humanitarian side. You see what I'm saying? He has been doing a great job, but I think Solskjaer is definitely 100% spot on. Rashford, keep doing what you're doing, but remember, you would not have been able to do that. You wouldn't have had a platform if it wasn't for football. So keep your head switched on, and maybe you'll be back in the starting 11 pretty soon ahead of Jadon Sancho. Imagine if Greenwood is scoring. Marcus Rashford is playing well. Ronaldo, you can't drop him. Ferguson said you shouldn't drop Ronaldo. Jadon Sancho could end up on the bench like Danny Van de Beek. You see what I'm saying? He could end up. It would be Jadon Bencho. Ho, 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 ho. Jadon Bencho. Oh, man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Dom, you crap me up. That's a good one. That is a good one. That is a good one. But Marcus Rashford equalizing in the 82nd minute, but immediately after kickoff. You know they say you're most vulnerable after you score. That is exactly what happened there. Man United relax that they got equal again. And immediately after kickoff, Castagna, I think, run down the left flank. And then Wan-Bissaka went in, didn't win the ball properly, end up getting a yellow card. The ball flicked out, fell to Perez, who had came off the bench. And Perez just, you know, dilly-dallying, dealing well with the pressure, laying back, playing in Jamie Vardy, who slapped it, literally slapped it into the back of the net. 3-2 to Leicester City. And there were more. 91st minute, free kick from Yuri Tillemans, flicked off the head of some players, fell nicely to Patson Daka at the far post, who put in a tap in, and it was 4-2 to Leicester City. The first Zambian to score a goal in the Prem de la Prem. Patson Daka did definitely deserve his goal. He was a menace off the bench. He has not been a menace for Zambia during the international break, but for Leicester, I think he has been very, very good. So Leicester stand up, man. Big dirty victory against Manchester United. I got to give it to you. I think Leicester did win back-to-back games against United, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I think there'll be some stat out there like that. I think the last time they played United, they did beat United, guys. Guys, just verify that in the chat right now. Leicester 11th with 11 points. Only their third win. United are 6th with 14 points. Second loss of the season after losing to Villa. They drew to Southampton and also drew to... Who did they drew to again? Everton. And Man United are yet to play City. They're yet to play Chelsea. They're yet to play Liverpool. They're yet to play Tottenham. They're yet to play... Pretty sure they haven't played Arsenal yet, right? They haven't played none of these teams. And they have already lost 2 games and drew 2 games. It has been a horrible season for Manchester United. And I'm going to keep it 100%. Let's take a look at their form. Let's go. We're going to take a look at their form right now. You guys think I'm joking? Look at this. 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 They didn't start the season out too badly. 5-1 against Leeds. But then they went to Southampton and drew 1-1. They struggled against Wolves. I think Wolves, it was very harsh that Wolves lost that game, right? Very, very harsh. And then we had the Newcastle win. Yeah, Newcastle has been horrible this season, by the way. Young boys lost. Barely got past West Ham. You remember Mark Noble missed his penalty. Then they lost to West Ham in the Cup. So that's 4 losses already this season, you know, in all competitions. That's very poor. How does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still have a job? I don't even understand. At a top club, this kind of results, you deserve to get sacked. Seriously. Look at what Watford did. Shishko Munoz wasn't even doing badly, and he got sacked. If you want to talk international football, you go to the Kenyan. The Kenyan manager got sacked after drawing 2 games, and then the new manager they brought in lost, I think, about 7-0 on aggregate or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So, people are getting sacked for less than that. And Ole still has a job, but we do want him there, though, because you get results like Aston Villa 1, Man United 0. So look at this, right? Man United, in their last 5 games, in all competitions, have lost 3. Let's go back. Let's not give him 5. Let's not give him 5. Let's use 7 games. Last 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4 losses. 4 losses. 1 draw. And 2 scrappy wins. 4 losses, 1 draw, and 2 scrappy wins in the last 7 games. Tell me if this was Klopp or Pep or Tuchel, if this would have been acceptable. Please, somebody explain that to me. If this was Nuno Espirito Santo, if this was Arteta, people would have been calling for Arteta's head. Arteta out. But only Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could get away with these things. And that is why Manchester United are past their glory days. And the only way they could actually get back to their glory days is to hire a proper manager and buy proper players in proper positions. And then you'll start winning some trophies. And I'm not talking about Europa Leagues either. I rest my case. For Manchester United, their next game, as you can see here, is against Atalanta. And if you take a... Wait, we're not going yet. Look at their next games coming up. I'm telling you, Manchester United, their next 5 games are against Atalanta twice, City, Tottenham, Liverpool. Their next 5 games, Man United, I'm telling you this, they are losing at least 3 of these games. At least 3. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Do appreciate that. Big up to Johnny Longs in the house, Raz. Big up to Asian Sensational, Steve in the house. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne in the house as well. Stu Mack in the house. Who else we got here? Big up to everybody in the house, man. Do appreciate you guys. That's what's going on with Manchester United. For Leicester City, their next game will be against Spartak Moscow as they look to bounce back in the Europa League after their loss in their last game there against Legia Warsaw. And then they play Brentford in a big game, big Premier League game. And then they have Brighton in the EFL Cup round of 16. So, yeah. How's everybody feeling, man? How's everybody feeling? So, guys, we've been here for 2 hours. I think I'm actually going to do a little 2-hour show today. I won't go on for any longer. I have to actually drop my daughter home. She doesn't live with me. I have to go to the other side of Queens to drop her home. And I want to enjoy the rest of the Sunday evening with my beautiful wife upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So it was another fun one. I will be clipping out a few things from this live stream, so look for the clips. Thank you for your continued support. Every single body in here. All the mods, thank you for moderating the chat. All the new members and the members who've been with the channel for some time. Big up to you guys as well. And just bigger and better things coming over at Dominic Rich FC. Guys, once you keep supporting the thing, I'll keep trying to improve the thing. I'll be doing a watch along come this Tuesday, okay? I might actually go live tomorrow, you know. I don't know. I had actually planned to do like a little prediction thing, but I forgot. I wanted to predict the Champions League game in this live stream, but I forgot. I might go live tomorrow, and I'm not sure. If you see me schedule one, yeah, schedule one. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure yet. I might just want to take a break. Okay, so leg and sweet. Dom, stop being harsh. Sterling, back your player, bro. I do back my player. But still. Video James, I can't believe you're still streaming, man. You're a juggernaut. Listen, man. Listen. If you can't, let me put it this way. You're not going to see the big numbers on Dominic Rich FC. You're not going to see the 100,000 views, 200,000 views. Maybe once in a while I'll get a video like that. But I'm going to keep coming at you. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to keep coming at you with the quality stuff. I'm going to keep being honest. I'm going to keep being real. I'm going to keep being me. And that's the thing about me, you know what I mean? Like, even like today, I'll pop up my phone, I'll make a video, I'll let you guys know how I feel about a certain situation. Well, a lot of people won't do that because they want to do things perfect. YouTube has become this perfect type of thing. Like, if it's not perfect, it's not worth it. No. Remember what YouTube is all about. It's all about you and you sharing your thoughts, your vision, how you feel. People they want to make this thing into TV. You see what I'm saying? I know I want to keep the production values up. Like you could see right now, Production values. Production values are good, right? And things like that. But still, sometimes you got to relax a little, live a little, and be relatable. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, guys, thank you very much for tuning into another one. Match week 8 of the English Premier League, the roundup. I will be back this Thursday to do a prediction for week 9, where there'll be the big game between Liverpool and Manchester United coming up. Champions League football this week, Tuesday, Wednesday. Europa League Thursday, Conference League Thursday as well. And I hope you guys enjoy the football. I'm going to be talking about the games all week, so I'll be back. So I usually go very long, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, but not today. So thanks again, guys. We need 4 more thumbs up to get to 100. Let's make it happen while we're live. We'll definitely appreciate that. So thanks again to everybody. And from your boy Dom, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.